The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Throwing is Stafford. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. To throw is Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They snap it to Stafford. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the 1st down, but they decided keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, the decision paid off indeed. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Flushed out right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams have taken the lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Here's Daniels. And he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have regained the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Back to throw, Stafford. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. In on the stop, it was Dorrance Armstrong. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now 2nd and 5. Play action, Stafford. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. And they're staring up at a 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And now on is the field goal unit. And boy, this is speculative at best, crazy at worst. And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11. I got nothing after that try.
Yeah, don't even try.
I mean, he tried it from the parking lot. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arm saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Steps away to his... And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jaden Daniels taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back.
On Stafford for the third time is intercepted. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 15-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. A final shot before the break. Stafford steps away. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And once again, the Commander defense stout against the run game. They drop him for a second straight play. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Stafford going to change it up here. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 2 yards to go on third down. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. That'll be caught by Cup. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a play fake it at Stafford.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
To the air again, Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Still going.
And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Robinson up the middle.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
An 8-yard loss brings up 4th down.
Daniels going to throw for it.
That is caught. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
To the air goes Daniels.
Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon.
And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked off by Quan Martin.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
Out of bounds at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Daniels looking to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Akello Witherspoon. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Stafford now to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Daniels. Dancing to his left. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Throwing now is Daniels.
Ertz over the middle. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, here's Daniels.
A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, mistake.